I'm hearing rekindling something. It's like something fizzled out. And I actually think it's something within you. Something about allowing yourself to be loved, to be abundant, to be whatever it is that you've been working and clearing the blocks to. Whether you realize it or not, there's some kind of process you've been coming through. So it's kind of like there's going to be a rekindling energy coming in. In fact, I'm going to get these. So let's just see what this message is. Something definitely fizzled out and it felt like it was within you. The lighthouse. You're a lighthouse. This is about not letting others block your light. Your inner guidance system, that's your safe passage. You're going in the right direction if you're wondering. Okay, number 7 could be important for you. Illumination, secure, plotting a course, gaining clarity, navigating obstacles. You're better at navigating obstacles. Yeah, but obstacles can even be, like I say, when other people want to project onto you or whatever it is. Okay, that's coming through here specifically for a reason. Interesting. Cracked egg, and then you've got the Celtic knot. So something did not go right the first time. This is about divine union, unconditional love, love of lifetimes, enduring. Wow, okay. I think that there was influences here in the past, and this could be very much your path, right? And I think that initially you are the guidance system, and I don't think you realize this for a long time. This path that you've been going on, it's been showing you that you've had false starts. You might be somebody, those the energy where you constantly try something new. You're trying to find your path and trying to understand what is it, right? You need direction, finding on the right direction. But this has activated that in you, this divine union energy. So you've been clearly going on a divine journey, a path that's been activating this light within you. You have become the guidance system. That's where the ship's here. You're going places. You're finally moving. There's movement. Could actually be travel here, actual overseas movement. Okay, it's coming through for a reason. But it's come with this, and this is the energy that might come through. Whatever's happening in the past, failure to start, oops. Okay, that energy, number 19. False start, poor timing. It's about when you're aligned, Divine timing is when you're aligned with that. So there were lessons that clearly needed to be learned here. Failure to start, whatever didn't take off, there's a reason. And you've allowed yourself to understand those reasons, those lessons. You've incorporated them within. Look at that. Communication. This is really nervous communication, so making contact. It could be the false start that's on anyone's mind here that wants to make this contact. This is number 12 and 7 again. Communicating, negotiating, chatty, debate. It's almost like someone wants to, I'm hearing like a contract, create some kind of contract that with this blueprint as well, that creates a firm foundation for you to then move forward, take that step. Okay, but it comes with this communication, which is why there's nervousness, because someone's not, it's like this uncertainty of how will this go, how will this be received, and trust. There's something about trusting whatever it is. Okay, trusting it's a bit difficult for whoever this is, okay? Okay, striking while the iron's hot. Amber, persistence, Trudy, number 2. So you've got reserve, focus, concentration, resilience. This is what I mean by that's how you become that lighthouse. You're understanding your light and your safe passage, your right direction. With these qualities that you've been gaining, you've probably had to go through lessons of patience as well, taking determined action now, strength. Just expecting quick wins and overnight successes or whatever they call it, not that can't happen, but there's just something here about you learning how to be persistent. There's something about you needing to be grounded and focused, something really like an anchor, like steady. Maybe in the past you were too quick to get started and then fail, get started, whatever it is, right? Something about firm foundations there for you, okay? Your resilience has been, all these cycles that have been closing out, your resilience has, I don't even think it's strengthened. I think your resilience is something you've always had, but you're starting to alchemize into more of a positive lens, Because people often say resilience like it's positive, but oftentimes it doesn't come from a positive place. It comes from you having to endure so much from a very young age. That kind of resilience. So now it's time to alchemize that and make it work for you, not because of other people around you, because you're focused on that path, feminine energy. Oh my God, so there is something about communication, written documents. I think this could very well to do with business though, something that didn't go right in the past as well. I'm getting two things. I'm just going to see what else comes out. Divine intervention, number 16 as well. So this is, again, making contact, written communication, you know. I don't know, that's more about, I feel like you're talking to each other with those birds. But 16, there might have been false starts with whatever this is, maybe contracts that was coming through. Divine intervention, double rainbow, you might be seeing rainbows. Ascension, perfect timing, serendipity, light codes, promises kept, duality, as above, so below. So there's something definitely that still, it didn't run its full course, whatever it is, or didn't even get a chance to start to see how it goes. That's what's coming through. Something that didn't work before, but wants to this time. Oh, landed right there. Divine timing, the clock. Book. So this is about kind of mystery, some things that are hidden. 26 and 10, so October. Philosophy, intellectual knowledge, education, secrets, the unknown, hidden things, mystery, manuscripts, author. This has come out with that divine union card, the Celtic knot. So I think this is something more about unraveling your path here. But I think that there's still something else. I think that there's still something you need to, it's all happening in divine time. There's almost some kind of a success or something you need to achieve or something for the next level. So you're not nervous moving forward. So you are trusting in your inner stability as well. Yes. Oh my God, the broom's come out with that nervous contact. That's good. So there's none of this like nervousness, this energy of feeling flighty, you know, like, yeah, I'll go, but then I'll run when I want to. None of that. You know, removing that energy as you've been clearing through that. Look at the girl child, new beginnings. Number 11, removing the unwanted, purging, clean sweep, delete, total makeover, restoring harmony. Okay, so where there's been nervousness and uncertainty, there's harmony coming through, there's balance. Okay, right, let's see. Oh wow, very good. This really is about your purpose path. Lighthouse, anvil, and then this lily, beautiful, number 30. Okay, as well. Established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, retirement. Interesting. Wow. So something really about your life that maybe you do help others, you know, maybe a mentor or something. Or maybe, you know, I'm seeing that energy of creation, you know, maybe your creativity, when you put that out there, it's really helpful for other people. Helps them to be seen, be heard, whatever it is, you know. I always say art is self-subjective. Oh my God. This is, okay, so this is what's unknown to you. You can't see this new beginning that wants to come. This is a renewal, a transformation. Beginning again energies, Queen of Hearts 17. Arrive, depart. There really could be something about moving, relocating here, okay. Renovation, birthing, pregnancy. Could be to slender and tall. There's a restless energy with this. But I don't think you know this. This divine path. Maybe you have been restless trying to find your path, like I said at the beginning. But I think there's something else coming in. Your true north, 22. There's a lot of discovery that's been going on for this. And there's a new beginning coming with this Celtic knot that is not known. It feels like a mystery right now. You don't know when or what. But I think this is where you've been focused on your achievements, your path of purpose, if you will. They're shifting the gears here. Beneath the surface or behind the scenes, you know, energetically, divine intervention is taking place. Divine orchestration. Okay, that landed right on the Celtic knot. The longing, the magnet, the desire, the yearning, the seduction, build of influence. This isn't the best energy when it comes to wanting to move forwards, and this is what's being removed. So in the past, the nervousness, the nervous communication, creative communication, that was very, maybe, you know, very sexual, very kind of desire-filled, and, you know, that kind of charm, seduction energy. Number 32, that's what's being changed. That's being removed. It's kind of like you're not accepting that anymore, but also I think someone doesn't want to approach in that situation, you know. It just creates the wrong energy, the wrong environment, and you have to be someone who's ready to say, as a divine feminine, these are my boundaries. That's just not going to, you know, otherwise you just repeat those cycles, and you don't want to do that. The dog, faithfulness, faithful companion. I'm going to get another one for that. It's beautiful. It could be something about your health. That's important right now. Health appointment or something. Maybe even your pets, you know. Pets or something. Wild card. Totally unexpected. Dark horse. Leaving things open-ended. Let's see. What else do you need to be aware of? What is this message? Dark and the Wild card. Ooh. Ah, there she is. Look, feminine energy. And then the clouds. I think there's going to be some kind of opportunity coming in for this divine feminine energy that in the past there was a false start with. There's some kind of misunderstanding, so it didn't work. But it all happened for a reason, because something needs to be cleared here. This kind of energy, that flighty, that yearning, that seduction, whatever we spoke about. And now there's going to be something, it's almost like something that there might be somebody else involved to bring this forward, someone who's really trusting, you can trust, or, you know, but you're not expecting this. It's going to leave things open-ended. It's going to create some kind of stability for this divine feminine. It's beautiful. Okay, we've got a red flag. We've got the rider here, so that's green light ahead. But what is this red flag coming through for? Something, there's more beneath the surface here. You're going to need to discuss whatever this is, but not be flighty and not know your worth. This is about being grounded and stable, because whatever this is, it's going to give you an opportunity to close out something major. And I think it's to do with you having faith in yourself, you knowing that you've got this. You saying yes to pursuing your own path and having the strength to do this. That's what it feels like. So you are able to discuss things correctly in the right way, because if something doesn't feel right, be honest. Air your truth, ask the right questions, you know, because there's something else here beneath the surface. Let's just see what else this is. This is interesting turn of events. Okay, third person, could be someone else. Look, there's going to be this energy of needing to get things going, of needing an answer, and you're going to need to step back for a moment because that's not what you operate on, okay? So take a moment to breathe. If it feels a bit off, but it feels pressuring, you know that's putting you off alignment, no, pause. Come back to yourself. Masculine energy, and then the keys. Oh. And then the North Star. Oh my God, I'm a bit confused. So there's definitely these keys, number 27 as well here, have, it's all about that change of heart, a transition, a new beginning is moving forward, okay? New levels are being unlocked with that masculine energy. But this over here, I think that there's going to be, maybe you're going to be confused with the false starts in the past. You're going to still have that red flag behavior, you know, in your mind. Let's see, because I did see that third person, so maybe there's some kind of contract as well involved here for you that you need to just be mindful of before you proceed with. No rushing, right? Child again, so a new beginning. Feeling new at this. Inexperienced, tender energy. Okay. Something about community, audience, but there's something unraveling about this. Maybe this is what caused a problem before, but there's something unraveling. The complications. Okay. Yeah, hornet's nest. There's been some kind of volatile situation there. Felt really hostile and just not very nice at all. There's the illumination coming through. So the epiphanies, the clarity. Okay. Then you've got the waterfall. So that's going to be finally a moment of release, letting go. Whatever you thought was a big red flag, and maybe it was in the past, there's something else, right, that you're going to need to... It's whatever comes through is going to give you that release, that moment of release where you can finally be like, oh my God, that's no longer in the way, that's not a problem. Or maybe that's been cleared or healed, whatever it is. Someone's really coming through as loyal and faithful here. Let's just get another one to confirm. Okay, but it's going to feel, it's this energy of, you know, almost like that rebel energy, that maverick, you know, non-conformist, risk taker. So you're not going to feel grounded. That's a problem. You're going to need some proof that this is grounded. There, look at that third person energy. God, this is like so many different things. What is going on? Okay, success. Your victory is coming in, and it's your true path. This big yes, the sun. Success. True path, discovery, a win, victory. Okay, but this third person is, I think that's that energy of where you're going to find your enlightenment, where you know that maybe you've dealt with third people like that in the past, very pressures on and all this kind of energy that pushes you back a bit, and you're going to need to understand that what you're dealing with moving forwards is not your past, is not the experiences you've had in the past, or even maybe if it's the same person, that was a past version of them, you know. Okay, what else do you need to be aware of? Definitely been change of heart here. but you just don't know that yet. That's why this renewal is coming through, but it's also aligned with you finding your own path, some kind of success on your own path. That's why something about that's important for you. The alignment comes together. Yeah, Hanged Man, Neptune, spirituality is important here, the spiritual connection, but there's something about fantasy and illusion that's holding you back a bit. Okay. Oh, but with this Chariot, there's full speed ahead energies coming through, allowing divine timing. Okay, there's been a massive pause here. Things have been almost felt like either they're stopped or completely go so, whatever it is, for everything that needs to be removed to be cleared through and healed through. But this is where that divine timing, you learn how to surrender to divine timing, and now there's this willpower, this new determination, this success towards, this vigor towards success. Wow, what else do you need to be aware of? That's because you know yourself more. The strength cards come through. Okay, so you've got Cancer energies, Leo energies. I also say Pisces actually with that. But that's about having confidence in yourself. That's what I meant, but you're going to need to have confidence in yourself. You're going to need to understand your needs, especially if you're dealing with contracts and people wanting to rush you or whatever. Don't be so scared you're going to lose it, because divine timing literally says allow, wait, let things unfold. That's coming through for a reason. Okay, so give yourself time, patience. Divine masculine energies, the action-oriented energy, the wanting to take action. I also feel like these two things are coming together. You know how I said they have to come in alignment together? I also feel like this divine masculine needs to take some kind of action first as well, or at least they're going to be given the opportunity to take that action. That needs to come before you say yes to and proceed with this contract. So whether or not they come forward, that's going to be their opportunity. You're going to get some kind of sign when that opportunity has happened for you, divine masculine. Either they're going to come through or with some kind of action, or you're just going to get a sign to move forward with this contract energy. Wow. No wonder that yarn is coming through. Everything feels like it's entangled, and there's going to be more enlightenment coming through with that though. Less aggression and hostility, Hierophant, leader, high level as well, high level, very grounded. The Emperor and the Hierophant, that's really beautiful, really divine masculine energies, kind of honoring. I'm seeing the spiritual and the physical metamorphosing into one, really beautiful. Okay, what else needs to be aware of? Okay, the Lovers, union. Someone has this on their mind. Alignment, partnerships, love, openness, the right partnerships, the right contracts who are aligned with you. Wintertime could be important, Virgo energies as well. Okay, what else do you need to be aware of? This makes so much sense why it's coming through the way it is. Twin flame, everything feels like it has to come in the right way, the interwoven energies. Yeah, this is a rebirth that's taking place. This connection is going through a rebirth. There's judgment taking place for this connection. A judgment where you're going to be allowed the opportunity for this transformation. Within the next 2 weeks, some kind of action is going to be divinely guided. Okay, whoa, that just came out that way. Okay, whatever's been stuck that you've had to learn how to, I think you've had to learn how to depend on yourself. So that's beautiful actually. That's really, healthily coming back to yourself and not expecting the external to bring you answers. Definitely major transformation here though. What else needs to be aware of? Aquarius energies, wintertime. So this is going to be going on for the entirety of this year actually, whatever this is unfolding right now. Springtime as well, Taurus energies. It's almost like you're aligning with the seasons, your connection is. Maybe you remember that, maybe past anniversaries or important dates. Okay, summer, Cancer sign energies. Fall, autumn, so you've got all the seasons, literally as I said that, Scorpio energies. And then you've got this expect the unexpected. So I think this is the energy of not expecting a certain time something to happen at a certain time. The High Priestess is the silence here. And I think that it's allowing you to reconnect to yourself, your divine lens. Because there's some serious stuff that needs to be cleared through here. So you've been doing the clearing within, but there's something happening. There's these enlightenments that need to take place right now, especially for this divine masculine who has clearly been having that change of heart. There might even be a child involved here, but they've been removing something to do with their environment, people, the places. But this divine feminine needs to remember not to act on the past full stops. Okay, there's something really important about that. I'm just going to get some tarot for divine feminine, actually divine masculine Tarot for the Divine Masculine. Okay, yeah, they're sitting on a decision right now. I think they're balancing some kind of, whatever this is, it has something to do with their work, their abundance path, but there's definitely movement on the cards. This Chariot keeps coming through, and I think maybe either they've moved, I'm seeing overseas, there's something about this, or there's just something about travel distance as well. Wow, and then the Fool, and then the High Priestess as well. So not only is someone going from being indecisive and having all these different priorities, they were trapped in their mind for a long time on what it is they needed to actually focus on and ground down. They're finally doing it. They've clearly been clearing through, because with this Fool, I think that they're releasing the baggage, if you want to call it that. Everyone has scars from the past, okay? But I mean, anything that could cause these complications moving forward, especially like that hostile energy, they're removing this. They're in silence. They're the one who's got some secrets they need to share here. Okay. High Priestess. Wow. Yeah, the Sun and the Two of Wands. They're focused on their forward picture. That's why they came out with the keys here. That change of heart. They know where they want to, the direction they want to take, the path they want to open up. Okay. They finally understood what they want to ground down. Okay. And again, like I say, they've been focused on their money. But there's something else that's coming through that's making it really clear to them what they truly want to invest in with this complete new kind of renewal energy. Okay, Divine Feminine. Cards for the Divine Feminine. Okay. This is interesting. I feel like there's communication that you want and want to come through, but I think there's still something that you're stuck on. Something that you need to... Maybe it's like this jealousy energy. I don't know. It's coming for a reason. Okay, maybe you felt like there was a third person. Or I'm hearing the word competition, so I'm not sure whether that relates, but it's coming through. Okay, Divine Feminine. See, the Lovers, the Page of Swords. You want this. You already know what you truly want. Your heart desires. You want to move in that direction. You want this clarity. You want this conversation. Maybe you're seeing something online that's really confused you, because I feel like there's this past. Maybe it was your conflict actually, or just like this disagreement. I don't know, maybe you felt like you were in competition with each other is what I'm getting. Something about that. But I think that you need to, there's something here for you to release right now. That's why it's coming through, to show you everything we've been saying so far, basically. Divine Feminine. Beautiful Divine Feminine. Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Wow. So you're definitely reminiscing. This masculine energy hasn't left your mind, basically. I mean, yeah, you've been focusing on yourself clearly, which is beautiful, but they're still there. There's something still there. I think that maybe you did have that vision, I mean, the Twin Flame card came through for a reason. You saw who they could be and what you two could be together, and you think about that, but then you think about everything that got in the way. There needs to be clarity here for that truth foundation to be created, even just that path open that they want to open. One more for the Divine Feminine. Oh, we've got two. There's way too much going on here in the head. So you need to remove yourself from that fantasy energy, the illusions, because this is why you're being guided to focus on your path of purpose, the lighthouse, take action to be established, to achieve whatever it is that you're being guided to. It's really important for Divine Feminine. It's going to help you to move out of this energy as well, because if you're still stuck in that, you're not allowing the progression, the evolution. This is why that karmic cycles was coming through, justice. Because there's something here that's still blocking you, that it's within your capacity now to release. You've been given the opportunity. Yeah. It's like you've been doing the digging. So you know exactly what it is, whoever this is. That's why that emotional release is going to come through when you find that enlightenment, but you need to believe in that in yourself, not just have somebody bring it to you. So you need to trust yourself, know your worth. That goes within your abundance path as well as this connection. In order for that victory to come through, Okay. Yeah, 8 of Wands. And then it will come through. The conversations will come through. Once you're ready to receive them, there will be transition. 6 of Swords is at the bottom deck. And then the Sun. Okay, that's nice. So there is that board movement. You just need to remove this little bit of stuckness. Okay, I'm just going to get you this beautiful card. Moving forwards for your connection. Moving forwards for your connection. Oh my God, engagement. Your connection is really reaching high levels of commitment. Okay, but that comes through you clearing through this. There's definitely some kind of communication, but it comes with internal clarity, expressions of love. Okay, Like I said, it's got to kind of, the energy has got to be created first when you're in this kind of connection for you to truly bring it into the physical, to call it in. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, romantic feelings and heart-to-heart conversations. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Important, and not get attached to the past or allow the past to call you back, right? Loving yourself first. That's important. Your self-respect is a big deal here. Once you do understand that, not just with this connection, but in all areas of your life, including your, however you're making your abundance, there's a reason for that. Stay optimistic here. Again, expressions of love. So even with this communication, stay optimistic, right? Keep an open mind. It's been worth waiting for. Whatever you're expecting, you need to release expectation. Yes, hold your boundaries and understand what you truly are worthy of and desire. But that doesn't mean someone has to fit, or so many tick boxes, like you're, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything, but it's not easy. But you've been working to do this entire time. What else do you need to be aware of generally, moving forwards, connection or otherwise, that you need to be aware of? Balancing practicality and spirituality. I was saying that was coming through before. There's something about that. Understanding things here as well. Luck is on your side, Sagittarius energies. It's beautiful. Look, so there is this energy of divine wants to, with that divine intervention card, that double rainbow, it's a lot of prosperity, that lucky energy. Pot of gold, wants to come through. Ooh. A new romantic cycle begins. Libra energies as well. Okay. Wow. Your dreams need a practical plan. So I think that whatever this is now, you need to really recognize where maybe you've been living in like your mind with it, but it wants to grind down. So when it grinds down, you can't let the past come through and the red flags on it. You know what I mean? You've been doing beautifully. Now it's about saying, okay, how can I actually put this in my reality without just thinking it's an illusion and having it there whilst here the truth is that I'm feeling like this and whatever. It's about saying, hold on, I get to say, okay, that is done. This is eternal. This is a love of a lifetime. That's already a thing. So how do I allow myself to say, okay, yes, we can do this. This is the path. Create that foundation. And these heart-to-heart conversations, I always say, so beautiful. This is how it's going to allow this engagement and just high level of commitment to come through. You're honestly discussing your feelings because you're saying at a space where you're like, yeah, do you want to understand this? Like I say, unraveling. It's unraveling now, okay? So ground down. Stay grounded. Now this flighty energy, you've been clearing through that, whether it comes to your signing contracts, right? As well as your beautiful soul connection here, okay? Forward movement though. We've also got Pisces energy here, okay? I'm just going to get some animals. Animal called the Divine Masculine. Animal called the Divine Masculine. Oh, he's got two. Oh my God, Ladybird and the Stallion. That's incredible. That's like powerful energy, abundant energy, sexual energy, desire. That's why that was going through before with that magnet, to be careful that doesn't lead. So that's clearly what they've led with before. Okay, so they're understanding this. They're learning how to harness this powerful energy that they have. The Stallion, that's really like going all in, breaking free, wild versus tame. Strong emotions. They're learning to understand their emotions. Clearly they have done. There's an energy of freedom with them because they're finding this beautiful, abundant new life, desire, unbridled, not restricted, unleashing the inner beast. I think that they've really been learning themselves. 3 and 4. That's like the Empress and the Emperor in tarot actually is the Empress Emperor. Anyway, a vibrant, abundant life. Happy, comfort, leisure, wishes coming true, good health, balance, birth of a daughter. Could be something. But that's really beautiful. Divine Feminine. Card for the Divine Feminine. Again, another one about easily removing obstacles. You've been so much better at clearing through anything that's in your way now. So when it comes through, you know how to handle yourself. Just remember that. 13, gentle. Lucid dreams. Your dream state could be really, there could be a lot of messages coming through right now. Maybe you actually feel like you're teleporting or something in your dreams, okay? Maybe you feel like you're with the person, they're coming to you. Keeping your wits about you. That's what the contract energy, don't rush. Powerful, wise, you have trust. You have faith in divine is what I'm hearing here. Your connection to divine has strengthened. Telepathy, very supportive energy. Wow, that's nice. Okay, your connection. Card for your connection. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that one, the grasshopper wanted to come through. That's a leap of faith. Number 15, the raccoon. Okay, So either of you could be entrepreneurs, okay, which would make sense. It's creative energy here. I think there's going to be, this is about the honest conversations, the heart to hearts, because this is really about asking the right questions. Yeah, and then solving any problems that you have together. I think that's the energy of this, to be honest, and adapting to the situation. There's a creative spark that you have. I'm going to get another one for your connection. Okay. Lion, heart-centered, courageous, proud. Maybe this is how you feel with each other. Maybe this is what you like. Maybe this is to do with your Venus sign as well. Number 17, proud, leadership. You're leaders, majestic, high self-esteem, and you'll feel like that together. But again, it has to be, can't be a projection. It needs to be coming from within, right? It's inner strength, literally, confident, devoted, bold, brave. Wow. You have beautiful qualities that come out of you when you're together, like in this connection, which would make sense. But again, it's coming with everything that we've mentioned. There's that grasshopper again, that leap of faith. Both of us done there as well. Okay. You've got this. Sending love.